Mic check, mic check, mic check. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test, test.
to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up. And throughout the world today.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We are also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. How y'all? It's Tuesday, and you can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE. JESSE, Jesse. And my biblical question for this week: why does violence happen? Why does violence happen? Amazing question. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on jesseleepeterson.com/show, jesseleepeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is you're doing, and you just can't sit and watch the show, you can podcast, but you can still listen, no matter where you are and what you're doing. On your phone, you still can listen to the show as it is happening by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131, 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday.
swear they've all been lies. They let me down every single time because the devil's been making homes inside my head. The good, the bad, the glad, the sad. If I could let them all go and give them to God, well, maybe He'd take this anger from my soul, and I'd shine like a light that's too bright to see. And I could lean on God so He could lean on me. Forgiveness, righteous, perfect peace.
Amazing. Amazing. It's a spiritual battle, a warfare between good and evil. And believe me, the devil is busy. Amazing. It's interesting to watch human nature. It's amazing. Did y'all hear about the shooting, I guess last night, this weekend or sometime. I don't know when this happened. But I'm being told it was yesterday. This is from WPRI. So we're there. Police have identified the Rhode Island shooting suspect as a 56-year-old Robert Dorgan. I didn't know you could be a transgender person at 56. But anyway, a 56-year-old Robert Dorgan, who also goes by the name Roberta Dorgan, is a father of a North Providence High School senior, and he shot 4 family members and a family friend at a hockey game on Monday night. Watch this from ABC 7.
Mark, this was a senior night event with high school hockey players from all across the state of Rhode Island. Unfortunately, what started as a celebration ended in tragedy. Gunfire erupting at an ice rink in Pawtucket, Rhode Island. This video capturing the frantic moments as high school hockey players skate to safety, racing to escape the bullets.
It was like bop, bop, and I thought it was balloons, but it just kept going, and it was actually gunshots. And after the gunshots, me and my teammates ran right to the locker room, and we just bunkered up.
It happened around 2:30 Monday afternoon. Local and state law enforcement rushing to the Dennis Lynch Arena about 5 miles outside of Providence.
We have 1 shooter down at the location. We have 5 injured.
The suspect entered the arena to watch the hockey game of a family member, and unfortunately during that time a shooting occurred. This was a targeted event. It looked like it was a family dispute, and there was 1 individual that was a family friend.
2 people were killed. 3 others were critically injured and are now fighting for their lives. Police tonight praising a bystander who intervened.
A good Samaritan stepped in and interjected in this scene, and that's probably what led to a swift end of this tragic event.
Amazing. If a man or woman is trying to change their body part, I wonder what type of medication they give them and stuff they put them on, and how that affects their mind, their thinking, the emotions. And plus, they're already angry, and it must be amazing. it's interesting in that people have turned their lives over to the so-called educated experts and how you allow them to just screw you up, your whole life up. And then every time I look around, they got women in charge. What do you think going to happen? There's no power, no authority at all. Remind me of the homes. And it's going to get worse. See what happened? You put mama in control of the schools, they go out of control. Mama in control of the house, they go out of control. Mama in control of the police department, the military, businesses, they all go out of control. Why don't you see it doesn't work? It's not the order of God. And nothing in your personal life or public life is going to work unless you follow the order. And he's not going to change them because you want to change them. You want equal rights. What a mess. But just think about what a person must go through to get their body part changed. And it's not going to make them it's not going to make a man a woman, and it's not going to make a woman, a female, a man. But yet they go through this over and over again, and the people fall for it. And I didn't realize you can be 56, or whatever old this man is, and be a transgender. How you be a transgender that old? But then I'm reminded that Bruce Jenner, remember Bruce Jenner? He was 65 years old when he became a transgender back in April 2025. I mean April 2015. Amazing. Grandpa tell me about the good old days. Human beings gone crazy. The shooter identified by police as Roberta, but his real name is Robert. What the? Is said to have struggled with mental illness, mental health issue. Of course. Watch this from ABC 7.
Police retrieved multiple firearms at the scene. The suspected shooter, who has now been identified, dying from a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
We have identified the person, the suspect, by a birth name. The birth name was Robert Dorgan. We have also learned that the person does go by the name of Roberta, also uses a last name of Esposito.
The shooter, police say, had no prior interactions with them. A motive still unclear. This woman says the shooter was her father.
What was the reasoning? Was there a family argument?
He has mental health issues. He's just very sick. If you have a loved one who you think is sick, trust your gut.
You got to know a person's sick when they try to change their body part. What the? That's not a sign of health. Here's an image of the 56-year-old father. It was seen at a previous hockey game. This is from the New York Post. Can you imagine your daddy showing up at you're a senior in high school, and your dad is showing up at your game looking like that? What the? That's amazing. Things have truly changed. And it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Earth is not heaven, and man is not God. It's going to get worse. 888-7753-773. On Friday, apparently a student walked out of the class, and the mayor told the police to stand down, according to this report. They were like, the student protested ICE. Do you think the kids really care about ICE? It's the adult teachers and influencers who are telling them to do this. You send your child to school is bad enough in the public school as it is. It's a social camp for destruction. And when they go to school, now you're going to tell them to go out and fight against American lawmakers trying to do protect the citizen. You're teaching that to somebody else's children. And the parents don't care. They just still send them back to class the next day. Fox 32 Chicago. Hundreds of students walked out of a class in Illinois on Friday. This was the 13th, February 13th. After a much larger protest turned chaotic and led to arrests. Watch this from Fox 32 Chicago.
Yeah, today's protest was much more peaceful. No altercations, no police, and definitely no arrests. The mayor says he took a different approach this time following Monday's incident. Hundreds of students walked out of class today in protest of ICE and the recent confrontation between Aurora police and 3 teens on Monday.
They came out of nowhere and just tackled me to the ground.
15-year-old Duviel Soto from East Aurora High School says he was one of 3 students that were tackled by police during Monday's walkout. He says he had to be rushed to the hospital with bruises and head injuries.
Went unconscious for a little bit, but when they put me on facing the ground, I got a little bit I opened my eyes, and what's it called? I told him get off me because I couldn't breathe at all. I couldn't breathe. I just woke up. And then they grabbed me, they put me back in the back of the van.
Police say fights broke out and the teens had to be arrested. One of them is also accused of punching an officer.
Hands up, I can't breathe. You got what you deserve, boy. You should have gone out there. You should have been in a classroom and learned how to read, write, and arithmetic. But your parents don't love you. They're going to let these teachers put or represent whomever had you to do that, and they're going to send you right back to class. Amazing. You're supposed to be protected at school. Go to class, get back on the bus, and go home. That's gone now. Where is the love? During Friday's protest, the Aurora mayor opted for a no police approach. According to a report, this guy said he wants students focused on keeping ICE out of the community. You're using the children for your own ego gratification. Think about that, folks. You send your kids to school as an adult on an ego trip, use your children for power for themselves or money, and you just allow it to happen. You won't even protect your own children. Using your children for political gain. And you're thinking they're in the classroom, as you find out about it, oh, okay. And then you blame someone else. Watch this.
During this morning's protest, the Aurora mayor says safety has been a major challenge. This time, he opted for a no police approach.
We had a conversation with the chief of police last night to have a withdrawn presence so they don't become the target of this. We want students to be focused on keeping ICE out of our community.
The Illinois state senator for the 25th district says she's requested a full investigation into Monday's altercation.
They are frustrated, they are scared, they are going through depression and anxiety, wondering if when they come home, if their parents are still going to be there.
Okay, so think about the mayor told the police to stand down, and these kids are out there with Mexican flags in the United States of America. What do you think? Do you think things are going to get better? The teachers let them go out. The mayor tell the police to stand down. They hold flags in America. And there are children screaming. What do you think about that? Think about that. Smoke on it. You send your children off to school to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic. You're out during your day thinking that your kids are in the classroom learning reading, writing, and arithmetic. And in the meantime, some politicians or ego teachers have encouraged your children to go out and protest ICE with Mexican flags in the United States of America, and you still send them off. You don't blame the teacher, you blame the police. The mayor told the police to stand down from protecting the children. And they're not that young, they're old enough to be violent. I never imagined that parents would just give up their children like that. It's amazing. I remember when the so-called civil rights movement happened, and I was like 17, 18. Ain't no way in earth or hell that we could have gotten on a school bus or anywhere and went to the rally and the parents didn't know about it. That was not going to happen. And especially with the so-called civil rights movement, it was worse than, which is worse than abortion for blacks. They, the older people said, don't get involved in Martin Luther King Jr. mess. That's just mess. Stay away from that. Amazing. That's all changed. No fathers around, the kids go nuts because the authority is in the father, not in the mother. And you let these women run the schools and everything. It's going to get worse. Amy is the first time caller out of Texas. Amy, you are on the air.
Hello.
Hey, Amy.
How are you?
All is well.
Oh my gosh, I was not expecting to talk to you.
Oh, you?
My heart is like racing.
Amazing.
Okay. So I have a question, maybe even followed by another question, but
okay.
We'll see. So is, in your opinion, or not opinion, is Christ the ultimate Kundalini master?
The what?
The Kundalini, our chakras.
Kundalini? Who is that?
Kundalini. It's our energy, our chakras, our energy, and all of our bodies.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay. Okay. So then we're just going to scratch. We're going to squash that. How about that?
Why are you calling Christ Kundalini?
Well, okay. So I was a pretty devout Christian, and then whenever I discovered that my religion was basically a lie, everything kind of got turned around on its head, and once I started following you, and I really don't even like to use that word follow, but listening to you, and I don't know. The more I would listen to you, the more on YouTube it would show different things that would line up to how you would, like being still and all that stuff, because all of it is with the Kundalini stuff. It's all kind of linked.
But why would you see Christ as? Why don't you just see him as the Son of God, your brother, who made a way for you to return to the Father? Why you got to put some type of name or other stuff onto him? That's worse than the people who call him God.
Yeah.
But why you got to have some Kundalini?
Right. Well,
why can't you just see him as your brother so you can be clear?
Right. I will. Yes, I can start doing that from now on. I see that clearly now. I do.
Okay.
Just a religion thing, like that's really hard for me to break. It's been hard.
I understand, but when you add things unto him, is your mind is at work, and that's keeping you from knowing the Son and the Father. You're supposed to get away from all that stuff so the truth can be revealed to you, not from a book or not from what somebody else call him, but the Spirit of truth will allow you to see who he really is.
Right. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes.
So forget about Kundalini.
Okay. Kundalini.
Is she black? Sound like Evelina.
Oh my gosh, I love talking to you. Listening to you, you're so funny. Oh man. Okay. Well, thank you for bringing me out of my insanity. I appreciate that.
You're welcome. What?
I know, right? That religion thing is a beast. You know, you get completely turned around and you just want to grab onto stuff. And
that's because
you're not
God
supposed to. It's hard.
That's because the Spirit of truth, God is not involved in religion at all. Christ would never into religion. Religion has nothing to do with God at all. That's why it doesn't work.
Agreed. Yeah. It definitely didn't for me. It definitely didn't. I did the prayer, and I still was very much so an addict for a very long time. And, but then discovering you, things started to change.
Have you?
I actually that when they say you know that you know that you know.
Yes.
I finally know that I know that I know. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so incredible.
And you're right. You can know the truth for yourself.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, amazing.
Yes.
And you had a second question?
That it was because of the Kundalini, but it's since that's
Kundalini.
No, yeah, I know. Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
Can you imagine calling Christ Kundalini? Christ, like what the?
Right. Well, thank you so much for everything that you do. You really do. You are opening up, well, not you, God through you, but opening up the eyes of so many people. And it's nice to be on this walk.
You stay with us. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I am.
Oh,
I am. And I forgave my mom and my dad. It changed everything the moment I forgave my mom. My dad went great, but my mom, not so much.
Absolutely. Mama's a mess.
I know.
Mama may be Kundalini.
Right. Oh my gosh, that's too funny.
All right, Amy, thank you. You stay with it.
Thank you so much, Jesse. Thank you. And can I give a shout out to my sister, Sarah?
Hey, Sister Sarah.
She listens to. Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Shout out to Sister Sarah.
Thank you.
All
you
right.
have a blessed day.
You too. Kundalini. Is she from Alabama? That sounds like a country name. A quick break. Back in a moment. Steve, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. How have you been helped by the show?
I'm going to tell you this. I believe you might go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, black man that ever lived on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anybody before you that's been that great. Freeing the slaves is one thing, but you've been freeing people of their mind, which matters, it should be anyhow, to you more than anything else, because with the mind not being right, there ain't nothing else going to happen right anyway.
If you can doubt every thought because you're not your thoughts, if you can doubt every thought, knowing that you're not your thoughts, you don't create them, they're not from God, that they're from the deceit. Steve, thank you for calling and thanks for holding. How have you been helped by the show?
I'm going to tell you this. I believe you might go down in history as one of the greatest, if not the greatest, black man that ever lived on planet Earth, as far as I'm concerned. I don't know anybody before you that's been that great. You know, freeing the slaves is one thing, but you've been freeing people of their mind, which matters, it should be anyhow, to you.
All right, welcome back. 888-7753-773. 888-77-JESSE. Jesse. Jesse. Couple quick announcements. We're having a ladies' forum this Thursday night. It is the third Thursday, this Thursday, if the Lord is willing and the creek don't rise. And this year, ladies, you're going all the way up to the 30th floor, 40th floor, 50th floor. You're not going to stay in the basement. You're not going to stay on the first floor. It's time to climb the ladder into the kingdom of heaven within. It's time to live from within and not without. So get ready, ladies, at 7 p.m. And don't forget to like these videos. Like the videos. And if you want more important information about the women's meeting, go to rebuildingtheman.com/events. rebuildingtheman.com/events. Amazing, huh? Yes, Jesse, that is amazing. And I do shout-outs for you. Personal shout-outs. I will do them for you, whatever the occasion is. Wedding, congratulations, encouragement, birthdays, happy Valentine's, happy Easter, happy whatever day. I will do them for you. Go to Cameo, CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. CAMEO.com/Jesse Lee Peterson. And check out our merch. Amazing merch. It's like Mamma Mia merch. Sweaters, T-shirts, mugs, coffee, Punchy's coffee. I have my own coffee now. Does it get any better than that? And it's good. Hoodies, books. My books are amazing. I highly recommend them. And I will sign them if you like. But make note who you would like for the autograph to sign it to. All right? So go to jesseleepeterson.shop, jesseleepeterson.shop, or rebuildingtheman.com/stores. rebuildingtheman.com/stores. Amazing. Let me go to Mark out of Florida. Mark, you are on the air.
Doing.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yeah, speak right into your phone there. Go ahead.
Okay, it should be good. It's a brand new phone.
Okay.
Yeah, so we were talking a little bit yesterday, and I think we weren't quite finished.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, and it was a great conversation. I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you're awesome. So I guess one question, I jotted a few things down. One thing I would have to ask was, sometimes if I think about my mom and sometimes I wonder if I forgave her, and sometimes I wonder. I'm pretty sure I still am angry, like at the church, or what would And I know that it says all the thoughts are lies all the time. You know, the devil's going to try to remind me of this stuff. So I guess maybe today I'll just clear it for sure, you know, for good. My mom, I mean, I just, you know, when I went to talk to her and everything, she did not take it very well. So I think in my mind, I was like, for a long time, I was like, I didn't really forgive her because she didn't respond well to what I was saying. But then when I think about it, I mean, I understand, you know, she was raised by her mom, and then my great-grandmother, she took her life, and then I knew this for a long time. They just kind of passed that anxiety on down, you know, from one generation to another.
And so you have your question is what for me?
I was hoping you'd put me on the spot and ask me, you know, have you forgiven your mom? And
Did you?
I don't know, put me.
You went and forgave her?
Yes.
And what did you say to her?
I said, what did I say? I forgive you. It was a bunch of conversations, but I forgive you for messing me up. And then I said, forgive me for resenting you.
Why?
I had my mom.
You're not supposed to ask anyone to forgive you.
I know it, and then that's when I listened to the show the next day, and I was like, that's just the way I understood. That's just I misunderstood.
And what did she say when you told her you forgive her?
What did she say? I mean, there's different things.
You said she got upset,
I mean, she
right?
just denied it. I mean, at first, sometimes she seemed like she was okay with it, but
did it bother, because of time, did it bother you that she reacted to you forgiving her?
Yes, and there were different conversations that
did it bother you that she overreacted to you forgiving her? Were you bothered by that?
I was, and I was trying to fix it.
And why?
Because I don't know what
Why were you bothered?
I guess because I was playing God. I was trying to steer her in the right direction, and I was trying to explain.
Why are you trying to steer someone else in the right direction when you can't even steer yourself in the right direction?
I'm learning that. Why did I do that? Because I felt like, well, this could be my last conversation with her, and just try to leave her with something that might help her.
But you can't leave her with anything that can help her.
Oh, I know now. I can't do anything. I can't tell. I know now. I can't tell anybody really anything.
Right. So now that you've done that, who is telling you that you did not forgive her?
That's false.
And so why are you listening to that?
False man. Well, I'm not gonna anymore.
Why are you?
Well, I kind of stopped. Oh, I know what it was.
Why are you listening to
Mark?
Mark.
Yeah.
You know that all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. Why would you listen to thoughts telling you, oh, you did not forgive her, you need to go back and do it again, and all that? Why are you listening to that?
Oh, I know I can't go back.
Why are you listening to that, Mark?
Well, after today, I'm going to stop.
Why are you listening to it?
I kind of don't. I mean, because it's tied in with, like, religion. She was so religious, and then sometimes it gets under my skin, and I think, oh, I need to call Jesse. I need to tell him about it. So.
But, Mark, why are you listening to thoughts telling you these things when you know that they're lying to you? Why don't you let them pass? Just be aware of them and stop communicating with evil.
Because I'm just learning that it's not me.
Oh, okay. I understand.
Yeah, I'm just now. Yeah, I've been listening to you for a long time, but I just realized I'm listening to the devil, and it's like every day I'll say, you got to call Jesse, you got to tell him. But then I was too anxious to really do it.
Are you doing the silent prayer?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. 2 or 3 times a day.
Well, all you got to do now for the rest of your life is to stay present. And when you're present, without meaning, you're not double-minded, you're not in your head thinking about the past or the future, and you're not calling yourself the thoughts and emotions. And just be aware of all that. You stay present and just walk with God in the present, in the truth, in the light.
Okay, gotcha. I'm starting to see that now. After our conversation yesterday, it's making sense.
I understand. And the reason is difficult for most people is because all of your life you've been living and believing thoughts in your head, and you're thinking that it was you talking to you, telling you to do this or do that. And you're so divided, but you didn't know it. And so out of habit, you find yourself caught up with thoughts again. But when you do that, don't judge it. Just come back to the present. Don't say, oh, I'm losing it. I can't believe I'm still doing this. Don't do that. Don't argue. Do nothing but be aware. I promise you you'll be fine.
So don't think anything about it. Just realize that I'm driving down the road and I'm starting to, or whatever, and I'm starting to think about stuff.
Yeah, and be aware of this. Be aware of that, and do nothing about it. Just be aware of it, and don't let the thoughts come in and tell you another thing. Oh, because the thoughts are like, when you live in your head, you live in an opposite life. You got the good thought and the bad thought and the good thought, the bad thought. But if you only just caught the first thought and then go into a second thought, then you allow the light to come in and destroy that one thought, which would prevent a second thought from coming. But if you go into the first thought, let's say you're riding down the road and you think about, oh, my mama, she was so nasty, but she couldn't help it. She did this and she did that. You're going back into thoughts. But if you caught that first thought that says how bad your mother was or is, and don't go beyond that, then the light will take over. You allow the light to save you from the darkness.
Okay, here's $1 million question from me. What goes on in my mind, I can let it go and it's over with. But the only thing that might trip me up is that my mom was so associated with religious things, and in my mind, it's like, what do I do? That's hard to let it go.
Let the religious thing go?
Yeah, that's what I want to ask you about. Yeah, because I was right, because I'll think, my mom messed me up, or, it was bad, or whatever I think. And then different people, my mom, everybody that I meet, I think, oh, they're going to church. It's like, it's hard to let it go when I walk by a church now and everything.
I know, but that's fine. But when you do walk by the church, you've been traumatized by the church, right? So just realize it, but do nothing about the thoughts.
Some questions.
And then they will eventually be taken away from you, and you'll walk past that same church and not think anything about it.
So my question is, how do you just, in my mind, my thought is like, oh, they're being taught the wrong thing and they don't know. And then my other thought is like, well, I can't fix this.
When that thought comes, they've been taught the wrong thing. Let that pass too. Let them
just let it pass.
Yeah, let them go through it. You're not responsible at all for someone else's life. And so if they're being taught wrong, and they are, That's on them. It has nothing to do with you. So that passed too.
All right, this feels better to kind of hear it from you. Because sometimes it's just crazy. Like, I feel like I go to say something to them, and then, like you said, I don't have any power. I can't even save myself.
Nor do you have a right. Nor do you have a right to go say something to them. Leave people alone, man. Leave them in their misery, and let those who want to find their way out find their way out. Most people don't want out. Most people love their unhappiness. They love the stress. They love the misery. They love the anger. They love the strife and revenge and jealousy. They don't want to get out. Leave them alone. You don't have a right to go in there and correct them.
Yeah, it's an emotional. It goes up and down. Like, you feel bad, and then you feel good, and then the preaching was good, and then it was I was guilty, and then I was
because you listen to thoughts back and forth.
No, I'm just saying that's what religion is, and that's what it means to me.
Well, then drop religion. Religion is not of God at all. God has nothing to do with religion. Never. His son didn't have anything to do with it, and God doesn't have anything to do with it, and so you should drop it as well.
There's a scripture in James, something about the only religion that God likes, and we could discuss it later, but something like God only. It was something about helping the elderly people out or something. But
don't worry about all that. You just deal with it right now. Christ said we should worship him in spirit and in truth, not in words, not in learning, not in trying to help others, not in feeding the hunger, not in all that mess, but in spirit and truth. And the spirit and truth will guide you in everything that you do, and it will be fine.
So when I was real young, I used to memorize, it was a verse in Romans that talks about, but if by the Spirit you put to death the misdeeds of the body, you will live.
Meaning that the Spirit of God will destroy the ego nature. The ego is of the body.
So if I say that to myself, is that wrong? Am I engaging? Sometimes I might quote that scripture to myself?
If you quote it consciously, you'll be fine.
Okay. And being conscious means I'm not angry or I'm not...
No, just being aware that you quote the scripture, but you're not listening to the devil interpret the scripture for you.
Okay. So just during the day, some scriptures might float in my head.
But don't get into that. If scriptures come to your head, let them pass.
I just observe it.
Yeah.
Have no opinion about it.
Right.
And just let it. Okay. All right.
Yeah. How old are you, Mark?
I am 58.
Oh, okay.
But I should say I'm 59, and then the callers add a year. They add a year. I don't know why. I should have said 59, but
how old are you?
Next year I'll be 58.
Why should you have said 59 if you're 58?
Oh, it's trying to be funny. The callers always add like a year to it.
Oh yeah, I notice that every time I ask them, "Well, how old are you?" They always tell me how old they're gonna be. They never say how old they are.
Yeah.
What a mess.
It's a trip. It's funny.
But anyway, Mark, calm down.
Okay.
It's working. The truth is working for you. And don't believe the lie that it's not working. It is working.
So does that forgiving my mom means I've returned to the Father?
Don't worry about that either. You forgive and you have entered into the kingdom of heaven. Now you're going to start living from that kingdom, and it's going to destroy your old nature. It's going to destroy the ego.
Thank God I asked you that, because that has been, sorry. The thoughts, I'm sorry, I can't talk.
And why can't you talk?
I don't know. I guess when you're crying, you're lying.
Why are you crying right now?
Well, no, I mean, I couldn't talk because I wasn't sure if I've been born again or it's just they just teach you, you're going to hell if you do this and all that mess. I guess I'm crying. I guess I got real emotional because I'm, free.
You're free?
I'm being set free.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're going to do any crying, that's a reason to cry. Tears of joy because you are free.
And just thoughts. I guess so many thoughts hit my brain that then it's just, I guess I was embarrassed because I couldn't talk.
No, don't
but
worry about
after I had forgiven my mom, I knew something was different, and we called. We've had this some conversation before. I was like, I know something's different, and but then right away, thoughts just came in, sabotage. I didn't understand what I was doing. But
let me say this because of time. I want you to know, now that you are becoming aware of the devil and his little demons, how they operate, they are breaking down inside of you. They are having a fit. They are trembling. They are afraid because their worst nightmare is that you are finding God. And the last thing the devil wants is for you to find God. The devil love it, and all his little demons love it when you just read the Bible and quote the Bible and all that. They rejoice at that. But when you sit still and you're finding the truth, coming back to the truth, they're gonna have a fit inside of you. All type of so-called good emotion and bad emotion. You're gonna be feeling that in your body, but that's not you. That's the evil spirits falling apart. They're falling to pieces because the light is now shining on them, and you let that happen, but don't call it you.
Right, exactly.
Don't call it you, and let that happen. Go about your life, being aware that the devil's having a fit, but don't call it you, all right?
Right, exactly. That's awesome. And then to kill the demons more, just go after the anxiety, try to live in that anxiety.
Live in it, live with it and in it, but don't call it you. Because this is still the spirit of evil. It's not happening to you. It's happening in the body because you believe it in the mind, but it's not happening to you at all. It's happening to the fake you.
Okay. That's awesome. I hear the music. I'll call you again later.
All right,
I gotta go. Yeah. Thank you so much.
All right. 888-7753-773. Super chat. No time. When I come back, we will. I have a guest coming up now for a few minutes here. So to the callers and the super chats, I'm going to introduce my guest, talk to him for a few minutes, and we'll get back to the calls. The hate news, not the fake news, is coming right now. The Hake news. Back in a moment. Check out Punchy's Coffee. I have my own coffee now. Punchy Coffee is good. Every bag is roasted to order. Freshest flavor. Top quality. Specialty grade beans. Good. Every dime goes back to Bar, my nonprofit. And we are rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. So when you're drinking coffee and enjoying it, just know you're helping somebody. Amazing coffee. Punchy has his own coffee now. What the? And it's so good. All the way from the plantation to my own coffee. Who would have thought? Did that coffee come from the plantation? Did I pick my own coffee? Check it out. Go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/stores, and get Punchy's Coffee.
Some serious mess going on in this here old world. Am I right or am I right? This is the end of hour one already of the JLP Peterson Show. It is Country and Western Tuesday. the 17th of February, AD 2026. There's one line open. You can call in right now to get on hold, to get on air with JLP, hopefully in this second hour coming up after the guest. It is Hake News, not fake news. You can call in right now, even during Hake News, not fake news. And we'll get to your super chats as well. We see them. We appreciate them, y'all. If it be the Lord's will, we will get to all of your super chats on YouTube, on pill.net, on Rumble, on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, on Cash App. That's Bond JLP on Cash App and other places. Commie Nonsense Network CNN wishes you a happy Chinese New Year, as does Hake. Happy Chinese New Year, y'all. Chinese and non-Chinese, they call it Lunar New Year because it has to do with the moon or something like that. Celebrations are in full swing as millions participate in festivities and honor traditions believed to bring good fortune. Wow, these superstitious people. I shake my head because I'm a Christian. From giving red packets with money, I like that part. Ensuring your home is properly prepared. There are essential do's and don'ts that some liberals want you to know to help set the tone for a successful year ahead. And rest in peace to Jesse Jackson. The pioneering, they call him. That's a word for it. So-called civil rights icon, Reverend Jackson. Jesse Jackson died at the tender age of 84. Gone too soon. Although who am I to say that? Info may be false. The views expressed here do not represent Bond or JLP or Anchor Baby or Hake or anything. His son confirmed that to CNN today. One of his sons, Jesse Jackson, had been hospitalized in recent months and was under observation for progressive supranuclear palsy, PSP. And I looked into it because I thought I remember him being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in like 2017 or maybe more like 2013. So what, he lived with a misdiagnosis for 7 to 12 years or something like that? Yeah. Although there's not much you can do about this thing, although the symptom management maybe could have been better, who knows. He was born during the so-called Jim Crow era. This Jesse Jackson fellow rose to national prominence in the 1960s as a close aide to Reverend Martin Luther King Jr. I had heard from JLP that he'd been thrown out multiple times. He was about 10, 12 years younger than MLK. He went on to become one of America's most fundamentally transforming America for the worse, so-called civil rights leaders. I remember him being just a joke, crying racism and everything. It was ridiculous. But he mounted 2 electrifying, says CNN. They're big fans of him, apparently. Presidential campaigns in the 80s, 1980s, that is. But his so-called Rainbow Coalition, not necessarily LGBTIQ, although I think he may or may not have gone along with that agenda. Rainbow Coalition, a bold alliance of blacks, whites, Latinos, Asian Americans, so-called Native Americans, which is what, me? I was born here. 2 people born here. And LGBTQ people. Oh, wow. Helped pave the way for a more progressive, meaning communist, so-called Democrat Party. Through his eloquence, his commie nonsense, and relentless drive, it was more like, what in the world did he just say? Because he spoke kind of strangely. Jesse Jackson didn't just keep hope alive for himself. His dream of a vibrant, multiracial America still inspires millions of Americans today. So says Commie Nonsense. And by the way, not just him, but Robert Duvall died too. I learned from the live chat. Robert Selden Duvall, 1931 to 2026. He died a little bit older, but still a little young, 95. Just on February 15th, on Sunday, American actor, filmmaker, and producer. A career spanning 7 decades. That's like 70-ish years. And he received an Academy Award and many awards. But he was a pretty good guy, I think, maybe. I'm James Hake. Now back to JLP. Hour 2.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We're also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE. JESSE. Jesse. And my biblical question, amazing question, right? Why does violence happen? Why does violence happen? What's the reason? We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show. JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is you're doing, you can podcast, but you can still listen to the show anywhere in the world. We are heard around the world, Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 a.m. Pacific time. And also up and down for the flat earth, up and down the world at the same time. So you can listen to the show, you can podcast, and you can listen on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131. 605-615-4131. And to donate and have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. Buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And every Tuesday is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to me. Who let the dogs out? Amazing. And as you heard on the hate news, not the fake news, but the Hake news, Jesse Jackson expired. Jesse Jackson expired. May his soul rest in peace. It's amazing. Do I have the guest ready yet? Yes. Start introing him. I'm sorry? Oh, there you go. I have a guest for a minute here, a little bit. So to the caller, just be patient. And to the super chats, I will get to you all. I have with me Jordan Carlos. And Jordan is a New York-based stand-up comedian, actor, and writer. He has a book that he released called the Choreplay, like house chores, Choreplay, and the marriage-saving magic of getting your head out of your behind. What the? Jordan, good morning. Jordan, can you hear me?
Good morning.
Welcome to the show.
My connection isn't great.
Oh, yeah, it's not working well. Let me know when to get it straight.
Yeah, my connection isn't.
We're going to clear that up. Hold on.
I'm so sorry. My connection is not great right now.
Oh, okay. You want to do this at another time? Let me know when you get it.
We might be able to clear it up. Hold on.
Yeah, we'll do some super chats while you're working on that. Super. James didn't know I was going to do super chats. I'm trying to see if we're going to get the connection with Jordan. And if not, we'll do some super chats and get back to the callers. 888-77-JESSE. Super chat.
Super chats.
Do you have on a flat earth shirt?
No, it's a national park shirt.
Oh.
It's Zion National Park over in like the Mormon land.
Oh, up in Utah. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I thought it was a flat earth.
No. It has a black sun, so people think it's demonic.
Aren't you the member of Flat Earth or something like that?
Honorary membership to the Flat Earth Society.
Amazing. What an honor.
Yeah. Shout out.
Shout out. Okay. Super.
Punk Lives Matter says, in response to the biblical question, why does violence happen?
Why does violence happen?
On X, he says, there's the one and only Alpha, God. And there's all the alpha wannabes who fight each other for a position they can never attain. And that's why violence happens.
Oh, because people fight over positions?
People trying to play
okay.
alpha.
Thank you. I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Ryan bought a coffee. Where is Jesse Jackson now?
I rest my case.
Rest in peace.
May his soul rest in peace.
Ryan T., thank you. On Buy Me a Coffee.
How old you say he was?
The tender age of 84.
Oh, okay.
That's relatively young.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Kevin S., blessings, everyone, on Cash App.
Amazing. Thank you, Kevin. Amazing.
Norris T., thumbs up the video.
Like the videos.
Good advice.
Hit like right now. Thank you. I hear the light. Amazing.
Pastor Shadowley, 111 gold pills on pill.net. It's called, referring to these anti-ICE student riots.
Yes.
Pedophrasty, Unca Jesse, meaning using children for politics. If you don't agree with them, then you hate children.
Can you imagine sending your kids off to school to learn reading, writing, and arithmetic, and then some politician or teacher or some administration got them out protesting with Mexican flags in America? And then even the mayor going to say, hey, don't touch the children. Let ICE beat them up, in essence. And can you imagine sending your kids off and that happened? And then the parents just going to send them back the next day. No problem. Thank you.
And, pedophrasty. I don't like saying it, but it says using children to prop up an argument and make the opponent look mean, since people suspend all skepticism in the face of suffering children. Nobody has the heart to question the authenticity or source of the report, and often involves use of pictures.
That's why they put women on the front line, too, because America have been taught, you're not supposed to hit a woman. You can't touch a woman. She can smack you up and down the highway. And if you're a flat earther, up and down the earth. But you can't touch her back. So they put the woman on the front line, too, thinking ICE going to say, oh, I'm sorry, I can't hit you back. You're a lady. No, you're going down.
Reminds me of that gal who talked about getting birth control because she spends all kinds of money on birth control every month in college. Remember that Sandra Fluke woman?
Oh, man.
And then she was called what she is, and the guy had to apologize.
Oh, yeah.
Terrible.
What a mess.
Anthony L. with a shocked emoji sticker. Wide-eyed.
Thank you, Anthony L.
Adlib Queen, do you notice it's hard for people to say they are perfect, but when you tell them they are evil and no good, they fight you to prove different?
I rest my case. Very good point. Thank you.
Moses Probs, amazing 100 emoji, salute emoji, and several other super chats. Very generous with no message from Moses Props. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Moses Prop. Amazing.
Judy the Lady Pug gifted the cookie. with no message.
Thank you, Judy.
That's on pilled.net. Judy the Lady Pug says, you are a brave man. Dove with olive leaf emoji.
Thank you, Judy. Thank you for helping us to help others. Amazing.
Thank you again, Pastor Chatelet, for the tip on that term, using the children.
I had never heard that before, but it makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Deeth Child 11. Is it okay to grieve the death of a parent? If it is, then how long is it okay before it becomes too long?
If you gotta grieve, let the tears come and the emotions. Watch it and then let it pass and be done. Because if you grieve too long, you will become depressed, and it will mess you up. But don't make yourself grieve out of guilt. Oh, this is daddy dead, mama dead, I gotta cry. If you cry, let it happen, let it pass. And don't be looking around for people to pat you on the back. Oh, baby, baby. Oh, your poor mama's gone. That's going to make you cry harder and longer. Amazing. Thank you.
Ball City gave 500 gold pills and subbed on Jesse Lee Peterson Pilled, saying, Happy Lunar New Year's. Haha. Here's your red envelope.
Right on. Thank you.
That's right. It's Chinese New Year.
Oh, it is?
Exciting. Yep.
And so are they going to be celebrating that mess over here?
Indeed.
Oh, Lord.
I've been celebrating it since I was a little kid. Because my friend's mom would always give us a little red envelope with like $5 or $1 inside.
Oh, as a kid with $5, I celebrate too.
Indeed. you convinced me, Chinese
That's
people.
right.
And non-Chinese.
Amazing.
Whatever. And thank you guys. I do believe, I could be mistaken, but I think, let me just double check. Oh, Adlib Queen says, Mark, go buy a coffee and hush.
Amazing.
Mark, you're the caller from Florida.
Mark is working on himself. And it is difficult when you first hear that all thoughts are all lies all the time about anything. And then you've been taught something else, like, what do? I didn't know this. But then it starts to make sense. But then what happens is the devil get busy. The devil does not bother people who read the Bible and quote scripture. Did you know that? The devil only attack those who give up, who stay still. But long you read the Bible and hooping and hollering and doing all that mess, the devil ain't gonna bother you. The devil's like, right on, read some more scriptures. So it's tough when you first start. It is tough because you don't know that the devil is getting all wild up in you, and the thoughts get busy. And because you're so accustomed to believing thoughts, you think you're something wrong with you, but you're not. And the devil loves the people who quote the scriptures. Really. He and his little demon be partying it up. But when you stop, the party is over for the devil. Amazing. So, wish Mark well. And thank you for your support.
And thank you guys. I do believe that's all for now.
Amazing. Thank you, Hake.
Thank you.
Are we going to try to guess again? Okay. I think the guess is ready. They got it working now. Hey, Jordan.
Hey, how you doing, Rev?
Well, you can call me Jesse.
Jesse, yes, sir.
So is everything fine, Nick? It's all well. Okay, good. So, Jordan, you wrote this book called what is it called again?
It's called Choreplay. It rhymes with foreplay.
Oh, foreplay. And you say that you wrote this book because during the pandemic, when the Chinese virus thing was happening, you had to stay home and not able to go to work. And so you wrote this because it helped save your marriage or something?
Yes, sir. In short, what happened was I found myself at home, right?
Right.
Basically, I found myself at home and I found myself a stranger in the home, meaning that everybody knew what to do around the house but me, And I feel like I bought the house, but I hadn't really invested myself in my home, if that makes sense. So I didn't know where things were. And I just think that I had to have an awakening because I saw people around me. I had someone very close to me divorced because of conditions that were similar to mine, meaning that he hadn't really invested in his home or his family, and as a result, things fell apart. So my thing was, I saw that, I had the front row seat to that, and I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
So I said, what can I do? What can I do that's not crazy? I don't want to have a crazy sea change in my life, but what are the small things I can do? What's the low hanging fruit I can do around this house to keep myself, in it, and to what are the standards that I can set for myself, instead of just like picking up after myself so my wife doesn't get mad at me. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, what have I carved out for myself? So that's what I did. I became my own quartermaster, really.
And
that's
so,
what I wanted to do.
Prior to getting involved in doing things around the house, were your wife bitching that you were not doing it? You weren't helping out?
Low key. I mean, she's low key. She's always low key. It's always it's a soft boil. You have to understand.
So
she's not.
She wasn't saying anything.
She let it out. It'd be like in joke form, right? So she'd be like, "Oh, I wonder who changed. Who bought the new milk? Must have been the milk fairy. I wonder who changed the toilet paper. Must have been the toilet paper fairy." So I was like, after a while, you're like, okay, there's an old saying. In every joke, there is truth.
Yeah.
So you just gotta pick out what the truth is. Okay, now I'm listening. All right, so she needs these little things done, and it's not that hard, right? So it's not that hard, and I still wasn't doing it. I mean, listen, I had a low bar set for me, Jesse, and I was tripping right over it. So I said, let me. We lose too many guys that way, So too many good men have been lost that way. So I said, let me try to just hop over this bar a little bit.
And so what did you start doing?
What did I start doing? Okay, so the first thing I did was, there was a guy, I have like a family friend, and that guy was making coffee every morning for his wife. And this guy was world famous among the moms in our like friend group for making coffee for his wife every morning. I mean, world famous. So I go to this guy, I'm like, okay, what do? Do you grind the beans? Do you do like a pour over thing? Is it a latte? He says, man, I just do Folgers crystals. I'm like, okay, bet I could do that, right? So, I mean, but Jesse waking up earlier than my wife I thought I could do it. We say, oh, bet I got this. Nah, I didn't have it. So even that was a struggle. But when I got it down, when I got it down, I got, a week or so of doing that for her. No, it's easy. So I was like, let me just do this. Let me do this easy. Because technology has caught up with the slob. And that's what I'm very happy about, right? So I can set my coffee maker. I can hit, it's just a little Krups kind of thing with the pods. Boom, 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 boom. And it puts a smile on her face. And I'm saving her from doing everything. That's really what it is.
When you were working, she stayed at home, right?
No, she has a career of her own.
Oh, so your wife was working as well?
Hell yeah.
Oh,
yeah. Modern lady. She got her career, and then also she's doing the housework as well. So, I kind of absorbed that from my parents. I love my parents. I respect my parents. But your parents teach you stuff. They model things for you.
Yeah.
So it's like my mother, professor, PhD, college professor. And then on top of that, she comes home doing the cooking, the cleaning, the laundry, all that kind of stuff. And you saw that. You know what I'm saying? No one told you that.
Right.
But you saw that.
Yeah.
But then my pops is a doctor, and he was always away. But sometimes he wasn't. Sometimes when he was home, it was ESPN. He was on the couch in his BVDs, had a cold Coke, his castle.
Amazing.
But the funny part, I'm sorry, but the funny part was that Mom would just give out every year. She'd get the flu every December because just all the stress, everything. But somehow my dad would just slide in and do it all, man. It was funny to me. And it was always like, you know what I'm saying? So I know we are capable. We are capable.
And do
so
you
that's,
have
that's my
children?
whole thing. Yeah. Yes, sir. Got 2 lovely children.
And so,
yes, sir.
When you start helping around the house, like you did your wife
Yes, sir.
become happy with you then?
Now, my wife's from Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? So she's not going to tell you straight up that she's happy with you, but there will be signs, you know what I'm saying? There will be signs. So it was like, I could tell that the tension had dissipated. You go to all these therapists, you go to all, and you talk and you talk and you talk and you talk. But really the tension doesn't dissipate from words.
Yeah.
It's word, you're a man of the cloth. It's deeds. Words without works mean nothing.
Yeah.
So you've got to, you got to put in. I had to go to the salt mine and put in, man. And when that happened, yes, sir.
No,
I was just saying less tension and more, more nookie, man. That's really that's the Choreplay foreplay. Well, I'm trying to help men out here and tell them that once you start, man, once you just replace the milk and the OJ and the olive oil and the butter, man, there's nothing. And what happens is wifey becomes a lot more into, special times. I don't know what we can say on this show.
Right,
so
yeah, I understand.
I'm trying to keep it family friendly.
Thank you. But let me ask.
Yeah,
so
no
because
problem.
of time, when you start doing those things, she starts to treat
Yes,
you
sir.
a little better.
Yes.
Right.
Or it's like this. I don't want to do bait and carrot because I'm a grown man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And
I'm not worried about her coming at me.
And
But
so
I want
do you
a good relationship.
And how old are your children?
My children are now 13 and 9, going on 50. Man, I mean,
And
that's a whole other book.
Why don't you make your wife stay home and raise your children?
Why didn't I do it?
Yeah.
We just did. I mean, in ways, Jesse, I'll tell you this. That's a good question. That's a great question. She just wasn't, when I met her, that wasn't who she was. And we met each other where we're at.
Right.
And who knows what's in the future. That's what I like about her, because she's my best friend. But I knew that she's too curious of a person, too independent of a person to do that. So I wouldn't want to, she's not doing it to me. And hats off to any woman that's married to a comedy person. Golly. I mean, so if she lets me run free, I'm trying to let her do the same. But that's a great question. I never really put the screws to it and asked myself that,
Yeah.
So
did you know
Yes, sir.
before you married her and made children with her that she was not going to stay home and raise your children? Did you know that before you married her?
Oh yeah, man. Oh
And so
yeah. I knew
why
she.
did you
yeah,
marry her
yeah.
knowing that she was going to not watch over your children for you while you go out and provide? Why?
Oh, because
why would you? Why would you
Why would I do
marry?
that?
Yeah, why did you marry a woman knowing that she was unwilling to stay home and watch over your children?
Oh man. Well, Jesse, I'm gonna tell you like this. I punch way above my weight, sir. She's very hot, and I'm not. And so I am human. And so when you meet a beautiful woman like that, smart, all that goes out the window, my man. But that's, different strokes, different folks.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been good. It's been good. It's been a good run. So I mean, I'll put it to you like this. Also, she went back and got her PhD. In that time, in those 4 years, I was the sole breadwinner. And that was after I started on all this. And I saw that even doing a little bit helped her, So, I mean, we've done it, it's fluid. It's 2026. I can't be one bucket or another. I can't be one lane or another. Got to stay fluid, right? So it's like she could be out here working, but at the same time, I can provide, for everybody.
And how do you feel now? How do you feel now knowing that, now that your kids are younger, they're still young, and they
Yes, sir.
need the parents to be there? How do you
Yes, sir.
feel? Do you regret or wish you had married a woman that would stay home and watch over your children? It would be better for the children. Do you regret doing it that way?
Do I regret it?
Well, do you wish you had done it the right way?
Well, man, Jesse, I'm gonna tell you, like Kanye said, we'll never know. I don't know. I don't regret it. I mean, my mom didn't do it. My grandmother didn't do it. And my great-grandmother didn't do it. They weren't stay-at-home women. My great-grandmother, a farmer in Mississippi. My grandmother, first Black female principal in the state of Mississippi. So I come from a long line of just Amazon type women. so, I had no hope, Jesse. What am I supposed to do, man? Maybe I'm coming to you for advice. What am I supposed to do? You're attracted to what you're used to. You know?
And so all your life you have not seen the real order of God, where the man was out providing while the mother stayed home and watch and raise his children. You grew up never seeing that, huh?
No. Listen.
In your own family.
Yes, and no, in the nuclear sense. But
right.
I would say that my mom provided my dad with the possibility of going out there and becoming this great doctor with a wonderful practice, right? Because she's like his corner man, because you got to have that. You got to have that person behind you that's got your back while you out there. And so it's that invisible work. That's what I talk about in this book, because people they slip up and they don't recognize it. You know what I'm saying? Like they say with Kobe, they're like, he wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Well, she was also doing these things. So you could
in the good old days, Jordan, the mothers stay home and raise the children.
Yes, they did.
Went out and by, and as a result, the children end up being more productive and more at peace and things like that. But then
I see that side. I see that side.
And then that changed, and now the kids grew up angry and lost and out on the streets trying to find love and all that because they're not getting it at home.
I see that. Yeah. It's a different world. It's a different world. I would love to be in the post-war America in the 1950s where we only needed one job, to provide for the family. But it's hard for me to, but by the 1970s, you needed two jobs, right? So I feel like it's hard for me to then point the finger, at the conditions. It's not the sharks sometimes, Jess, it's the waters. You know what I'm saying? It's the water. So, here I am, 2026, trying to hold on to my hot wife. And this book is just a way, it's nothing crazy or radical. It's just like there's money on the table. And if you can always pick it up. It doesn't matter what your dynamic is. It doesn't matter what your dynamic is. If you have that wonderful classic thing where can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, I can.
If you have that wonderful classic setup where you've got that job, that lucrative job, and your wife's staying home and eating bonbons, then God bless,
Yeah.
But that's not my reality.
How do you deal with the hell in her when it comes out? How do you deal with the hell in your wife when it comes out?
You funny, man. You try to is this a course for being with women from Brooklyn? Is that what this is about? A workshop? How you take it? You got to take it in stride, man. You got to take the the left and the right. So I feel like
so when the hell comes out of her, what do you do? How do you deal with it?
I have my daily meditations. I pray. I feel like I take a breath every time, and I ask myself, is it worth it? Yeah. Is what we're doing right now worth the fireworks? I'd say Jesse, as a man almost married 19 years, almost to the bronze, almost got to the bronze. That's the bronze anniversary. I would say that you can have a blowout about every 3 months. You know what I'm saying? You can have a blowout every 3 months and recover. More than that? Yeah. I don't know. Are you married, Jesse? I don't know.
No.
You're not married? Okay, man. Well, let me tell you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so when the hell comes out of her, you pray?
Yeah, it's in the end of the day. I wouldn't say I fall on my knees. This isn't like we're not living in. I'm not a Hittite. I'm not on my knees.
Let me take a quick break, Brian.
Okay.
And Jordan, I'll be right back.
You got it.
888-77 Jesse. A quick break, folks. Back in a moment. So, here's what I recommend. I invite you to download my silent prayer.
I know some people have called in and they wonder if the silent prayer is working. And I just want to take a second and to tell them that it works. You just have to stick with it.
Yeah.
That's the first thing I started doing before I even forgave my parents. And I was so depressed and suicidal at some times that I just would have to stop in the middle of my job or whatever I was doing and go into the silent prayer. And it really does help. Like, I don't have those anymore.
Amazing. You haven't seen anything yet. Doubt every thought. Bring every thought into captivity. Just let them all pass. Don't judge them. You haven't seen anything. It gets better and better and better and easier, easier, easier. So my gift to you, no charge, at rebuildingtheman.com/church. Amazing. Welcome back. I'm talking to Jordan Carlos. He is a New York-based stand-up comedian, actor, and writer. And he has released a book titled, comedy book titled Choreplay. And Jordan, how can people get your book or in your website and everything?
Absolutely, sir. They can always Google me very easily, but most directly they can go on Amazon. It's on Amazon right now. It's the #1 new release in Families and Humor, which I'm very, very happy about. And I want to thank you again for having me on the show.
Yes, sir.
There it is right there. There it is. And forward by Charlemagne, my man Charlemagne the God. So that was really cool. Yes, I'd say Amazon's great. Hatchet, that's a hard name to say. That's the name of the publisher, but I'd say just go to Amazon. That's probably the easiest thing. Yes,
right
sir.
on. And so, should a man ever try to please a woman?
Wow. I think please yourself first. And you never know. I think the outcropping of it usually is that the woman will be pleased. I think that, listen, it was Valentine's Day. If you want to do something for your sweetie, go ahead, you do that. You do that. They usually expect it, even though they say they don't. Flowers are always good. But
and so
if you know,
a man ever try to please a woman?
Please, I'm gonna say this: please yourself first, and then please the woman. But if it's Valentine's Day or her birthday or anniversary, do that. With exceptions. Yeah.
And so, are you saying that a man should try to please a woman? Should a man ever try to please a woman?
Yes, I think so. But
why?
Here's what you should do, but you have to understand, it's the way you go about it. Like, for instance, I know this domestically. It pleases, if you know what makes someone upset, then you know what pleases them. If leaving your dirty laundry out on your side of the bed makes her upset, then you know what pleases your woman. Just do those things. And by the way, take a moment and say to yourself, is this the way I want to live? Because that woman can come and go out of your life, but you're stuck with yourself. So what do you want for yourself? What I'm trying to say is that pleasing the woman can be an outcome of pleasing yourself first.
But
you see what I'm saying?
Nowhere in history
has
it ever says any man who ever tried to please a woman has never succeeded at that.
You never succeeded?
No.
Never
in the whole.
Come on, Jesse, man. Come on, man.
Look what happened to Adam. He tried to please Eve, and look what happened.
He did. It was. They had to write about it. I know.
So it's impossible for a man to please a woman. The more you try to please her, the worse you get.
Well, I think.
Have you noticed that?
Okay. Noted.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You got to give yourself attaboys at the end of the day. You got to pat yourself on the back. You got to see yourself for what you do.
Yeah.
And this is a big part of my book. I say in the book, I say like, you know, I was working out. I started to go to the gym. And I had like I was in a gym class, right? I was committed to a gym class. She would always, like the instructor would be like, there's a he, sometimes there's a lady, but like they would be like, one day it was a woman and then the next teacher, well, you get it. But the point is that the instructor would sometimes hand out compliments and be like, hey, good job. You know what I mean? Good job on this, good job on that.
Right.
And I wanted them to see me, right? But then I swear, man, it was early in the morning, and sometimes the Heavenly Spirit, it gets through to you. And it said, and I heard a voice say, do you see you? Do you see what you're doing? Not the instructor,
right?
Not some outside approval or affirmation, but what do you see what you're doing? And for the first time in my life, Jesse, I experienced that, and it only took 45 years.
Right.
So, you know what
amazing.
I mean? Amazing. It was late coming.
Yeah.
But when I got into what I was doing, let me tell you something. Women are attracted to the confidence that one has in oneself, right?
Yeah,
so the
that's
more
what
I got
women look for. They look for a man who is confident, has confidence within himself.
Trust himself.
Yeah.
You trust yourself. Yes,
Were
sir.
women created to lead or follow?
Oh, my gosh. I'm a comedian, not a theologian, Jesse. What's going on? You're putting the screws to me. This is supposed to be a softball interview. What's going on? Okay. Were women what?
Were women
to lead or follow?
Were women created to lead or to follow?
Yo, this is oh my goodness. You got me sweating bullets up in here, and it's 30 degrees up here. Let me answer. I don't know. Maybe my wife is the exception, because I feel like I'm attracted to alphas. I like alphas. I like bad A women. And like, I feel like she is a leader and she leads, but she wants somebody that's nose to nose with her. You know what I'm saying? And when she if she can't do it, I got her. And if I can't do it, she's got me. I couldn't tell you really one way or the other if women were meant to lead, but I've seen things in history that make me wonder, that keep me forever asking the question. And maybe that's what life's all about. I mean, I start the book off. This happened in 1975 in Iceland, right? In Iceland in 1975, the women just had it. They had it. And they weren't doing any more of these Icelandic men's laundry. And they weren't working in any offices, and they all quit one day. Not a big deal, right? Not a big deal, except that Iceland came to a screaming halt. They couldn't have any communication with the outside world. The planes couldn't land or come in. No calls could come in. And the men were up to their knees in children that they needed to take care of. So, I mean, who knows, man?
But
who knows ultimately?
Let me ask this because of time. Were women created by God to lead or to follow?
Oof. I think, I was taught that they were, I was taught that they were to lead, but also to be shoulder to shoulder. That I came up in the South in a Baptist church. And so.
Are you a Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, man.
So did God create women to lead or to follow?
Oh, you asking one question only. I see. Okay. I mean, you can see. Listen, maybe it's to follow, but
maybe.
But I'm gonna tell you something, Jesse.
Did God create them to follow or to lead?
Bro, I think it was to lead, but I'm gonna tell you something, Jesse. When they hit 40 and 45 and perimenopause enters the chat, they want to change seats.
Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you that right now.
And
so
why
you have
do
to be
men
ready.
allow that to happen? Just because they want it, you don't have to let them change seats.
Yeah, you can listen. You can find a nicer, newer, prettier model. You can go out there and get a nicer, newer, prettier model.
But why do men listen to women knowing that they're going to suffer every time they listen to the woman?
why do men listen to? I mean,
Because God
I
said
feel
every time you listen to the woman, you're going to suffer.
I mean, okay, that's what God said,
Right.
you know. But I do feel as though it's like this on a long enough timeline. You're going to have all relationships change and evolve, right? They all evolve. Either they evolve and adapt, or they go away.
But they don't change where women should be leading. They change where they get better in that order of God. They get better. But if you let the woman lead,
right,
then they're only going to get worse. They're never going to get better. Would you ever follow a woman?
Right.
Would
But
you
I would
ever
never,
obey a woman?
yeah.
Would you ever follow a woman?
Would I ever obey a woman? I
would
did.
You ever
I had to.
Would you ever follow a woman?
You listen. I obeyed my mother. I get my
no. Now that
my
you're an
booty slapped.
adult, now that you're an adult,
Now that I'm adult,
would you ever follow a woman?
I definitely take into consideration my wife's needs and concerns.
Would you ever follow your wife?
I don't think so, because I feel it's like this. I think giving and committing 100% to another person is giving up yourself. So you got to be yourself and stand on your own 2 feet. Now I like my marriage. That's why I stuck in it, right? And I
but
feel
it's been
like
hell, though.
Yeah.
How long you been married?
Oh, almost 19 years.
It's been 19 years of hell.
Who are you talking to, Jesse? No, it's been nice. I said for COVID it got bad. What's going on?
Does
you gotta read the book.
Does your wife obey you?
Obey. I mean, you using some old school words now. But I feel like she, yes, for most, yes, she does accede to my wants and needs when they make sense to her. You know what I'm saying? So
does she obey you?
I wouldn't say that I like. No, I don't have that kind of a relationship with my wife where it would be like obeyance.
So she does not obey you?
But Jesse, man, this is you making a binary out of this. So you making a binary. I would like if she did not do like anything I ever said, why would I be married to her? I feel like we have a give and take. Jesse, we have a give and take, and I'm happy with that give and take.
So you're happy being married to a woman who will not obey you?
Absolutely not. I mean, I'd say it's 2 out of 3, and 2 out of what does Meatloaf say? 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So I'm gonna take 2. Yes, sir.
Because of time, you're happy with a wife that will not obey you.
I'm not. I'm happy with the wife that will not obey. You try to fit a square peg in a round hole. You got to hang out with us, Jesse. All right. I'm very happy with my wife until she makes me upset. You know what I'm saying? Like it's maybe I'll talk to you next week. Let me come back next week and see what's up.
Let me ask. So you are a Christian, right?
Yes, sir.
And do you have perfect peace?
Oh man, Jesse, you be asking these are toughies. Do I have perfect peace?
Right.
So, sometimes when I have stillness and clarity, and there's moments of it, and I'm not looking for it, I have peace. And the gaps between chaos and peace are getting bigger, and that's what I like about my life now. You know, I wouldn't say. Because I hate when people come on here and they say they're expert in this and that.
Right.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm a vet. I don't mean like an animal vet. I mean a veteran of being married and being in a relationship and sticking it out. And you learn things as a wily veteran. That's all I'm trying to say.
Who are you?
Man, I wrote a whole book about it. What you mean, who am I?
Who are you?
Okay, who am I? I am Joe and Hazel's son. I am a brother. I am a neighbor. I am a comedian. I'm a dad. I'm the fun one in the parenting group, and I love connecting with people I don't run away from the fact that, like, my religious side, and I don't run away from that. And it's good to connect with people that are of the cloth, and that are spiritual and religious, man. And so that's the kind of person I am,
And
all
so
American guy
you
from
told me
Texas.
you told me who you belong to. You told
Yes,
me
sir.
what you do. You
Yes, sir.
told me what you have. You told me your name, but you didn't tell me who you are. Who are you?
How would you answer? Well, let me ask you this: who are you? Who, like, I want to know how you feel that question should be answered more profoundly.
No, I just want to know, who are you? You told me your name and what you have and what you do,
Yeah.
and where you live, and about your
Right.
grandma.
You
But who?
but aren't you the? But I thought you were the.
But
I thought that was that's who you are.
Who are you? Not what you do, not your
Oh
name,
man.
but
Okay.
who are you?
Who am I? Who am I? Jeez, man. Jesse, I feel like I should lay down. This feels like a therapist appointment. I feel, man, I'm just a guy that didn't have time to make his breakfast this morning. I'm a pretty normal guy, man. I'm a normal guy that I don't like to gatekeep information.
Do you
And I
have
like to-
anger?
Oh, absolutely, I got anger. I got anger, but it doesn't. I don't succumb to my own anger.
Why don't you drop it?
I love dropping it.
So why don't you
I love
drop it
dropping.
and never get angry again?
Oof. You know what? That would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I mean, that is a great suggestion, Jesse.
Will you do it?
I mean, listen, the 2026 we're still early on, so I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try to drop my anger. But I live in New York City, Jesse. What am I supposed to do? I mean, like, what? You walk out the door. You asking a lot, man. You asking a lot.
I have a
I usually.
I have a couple
Go
of
ahead.
super chats for you here because of time. But first, let me ask: do you love white people?
Do I love white people? I feel like I don't hate white people. There are many white people that I love.
Do you love white people?
I have no ill will or anger against white people.
You
Let's
love-
put it that way.
You love white people?
Oh man. I love white people as much as I love black people, as much as I love Asian people.
How
As
about
much.
white people? Do you love white people?
Oh man. Jesse, if people were like a box of Fruit Loops, I love Fruit Loops.
How about white people?
Oh God, dog. I answered your question, Jesse. I answered your question. You know it.
No, I asked you if you love white people. You haven't said, and that's a.
No, I love them as much as I love all other people.
But that's not the question. I want to know: do you love white people?
Sure, and I love them as much as I love other people. You're gonna get a qualifying statement every time. Man.
Let me do a couple of super chats for you.
Sure.
Turn the mic on there.
Moses P. LOL, I hope she not running him and bossing him around looks like she runs the home and him. I hope that's not the case. Says
Oh
Moses
no,
P.
it's not the case. It's not the case. It's not the case. That's cute, but it's not the case.
Moses-
You gotta I do notice this. If you even suggest a little bit that a man should pick up a little bit around the house, we get triggered. We get very triggered. I'm just talking about changing toilet paper rolls. That's all I'm talking about. And people are losing their minds. No, I'm talking about Sunny D and like Minute Maid and Tropicana. That's all I'm talking about.
Okay.
Moses says, thank God we got Jesse to help us young men be better men, because this types of picture is not help young men get on the right track at all.
Oh, no.
God bless Jesse for help young men turn back to the Father.
No, Jesse. I'm sorry. No, Jesse. I feel it's like this. Are you a single guy, Jesse? You
I
single?
am. Yeah. I made my children. I made my children the black way, out of wedlock.
Oh my God. Oh my God. In mixed company. All right. So I Right. So you out here, yeah. I mean,
so I have grandchildren. I have great grandchildren. But
for real?
Yeah, I did it the black way.
I got you.
I don't wear a lot.
Understood.
Amazing.
Understood.
Are you married to a white woman or a black woman?
She would qualify as white.
You married to a white woman?
Oh boy, where is this going?
I didn't know you were married to a white woman. What the?
Why is this such a shock to you?
Well, of
if
course
you Google
love
one
white
picture
people.
of me.
Of course you love white people.
Of course. Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, when you're married to a white person, you both love them and hate them at the same time, if that's what you're asking.
Amazing. Okay, 2 more.
All right, well, 2 more. Adlib Queen says, honestly, most of these marriages are, all caps, chopped. I don't know what chopped means. Kind of bad.
I don't even know what that means, but they're chopped. I'm too old. What is that a Gen Z
I
thing?
think it means that you're cut off. It's horrible. It's a bad situation. Chopped.
Bad situation? Okay, it's chopped. Okay, I thought it was like that cooking show. I didn't know what was happening. All right.
And John J.D. says, hit like to get rid of this guest chart emoji.
Oh,
that's messed up.
No,
John. I disclaim.
No.
I disclaim.
I want to be. Listen, every wrestling match needs a heel. I'll come in here like the heel every time. I don't care.
Yeah.
This is fun.
Amazing.
This is fun, man.
And so,
see,
go ahead.
I'm just saying that guy probably is mad because his wife said you need to get some milk from the store. That's what it is. Okay, that's why that guy's mad.
Let me ask one quick question because of time here.
Please.
Have you forgiven your mother?
Forgiven her for what? What'd she do? What, Jesse? What research have you been doing? What she do? That time? Oh, she did leave me in the parking lot once.
Have you forgiven her?
Are you talking about like overall big picture kind of forgiving my mom?
Yeah.
Kind of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. To be serious, yes, I have.
Did you tell her you forgive her?
Paul Schrader.
Did you tell her you forgave her for what she done to you?
In ways, but I never directly said that.
And why not?
Because I feel like that's not the way my family functions, really. I feel like we do it not with words, but showing up.
And so how would God forgive you if you don't go and forgive your mother? How would God forgive you and allow you to and bring you into the kingdom if you don't forgive your mother? You have to face her and forgive her.
You're saying I should do that.
Yeah. Otherwise, you're never going to have perfect peace until you go. Don't ask her for forgiveness. Don't ask for forgiveness. Yeah. Apologize for resenting her, and God will forgive you. And he would draw you in and give you perfect peace.
Jesse, I like this conversation because we laughing, and then you go bottom of the ocean deep, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. No, I'm being serious. I appreciate that, and I take that in.
Right on.
Because maybe that's the piece that is missing from. Sometimes when I talk to my mom, I do feel, and I'm very lucky to have her in my life because she's turning 80 this year. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And so, and then watch the hell come out of her, but don't react to it.
And maybe some comes out of me too. Maybe
you will be made free because your mother has recreated you in her image, and you will finally be yourself and not her.
I got you.
Thank you, man. I got to run, but thank you. We'll have you back.
Jesse, it was a pleasure. And by the way, it's hard when you talk serious. There's a little cowboy version of you. So I'm like, is this guy messing with me? What was he doing? You cannot have the cowboy version of you on and be telling me serious stuff like that. All right.
All right.
But it was a pleasure, Jesse. It was a pleasure.
Same here. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, folks. Back in a moment.
Thank you, y'all.
And young men need to know this message that you're delivering because it's important. It's vital to their lives, Jesse. I just wanted to let you know that, man.
That's amazing. I mean, you made my day, man. When I hear one soul has returned to the Father, it's like 1,000. It's better than silver and gold. So God bless you, man.
All kinds of mess going on in this here old world. Am I right or am I right? Cowboy Jesse. This is the end already of hour 2 of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. Callers, hang tight. We will get to you. There is one line open. You can call in right now, even during Hake News, not fake news. We didn't get to your calls or the other unrelated super chats. So we will get to more of your super chats and your calls and more great stories in the coming third hour of the Jesse Lee Peterson Show. February 17th, 2026 AD. By the way, ladies, it is the Women's Forum, the third Thursday of the month. That is the 19th, 7 p.m. at Bond in Los Angeles. Don't try to be cute and miss the Women's Forum, ladies. Come to the Women's Forum if you can and if you please, all right? Do what you want, of course. Don't listen to Hake. But anyway, rebuildingtheman.com/events if you need more info. And also, by the way, Commie Nonsense Network, CNN, is reporting on nuclear talks, high-stakes talks between the United States and Iran, underway in Geneva as the Trump administration ramps up U.S. military presence in the Middle East and Iran conducts naval drills. While the administration says they're seeking a diplomatic path toward a potential nuclear deal, U.S. officials have, in the meantime, continued a significant buildup of air and naval assets in the region of Iran. Sources describe the move as a direct attempt to intimidate Tehran, that's the capital, and give Washington, that's our capital, D.C., options to strike inside the country if negotiations fail. Iran's foreign minister is attending talks along with U.S. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff, no H, and President Donald J. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner. Very nice, maybe, or maybe not, but maybe. Nancy Guthrie's family members, including her adult children and their spouses, they are not suspects in the 84-year-old's disappearance, per Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos on Monday, although that guy seems like he might be iffy. I'm not sure. He added in a statement that to suggest otherwise is not only wrong, it is cruel, he said. This Nanos guy, Chris Nanos, said the Guthrie family has been cooperative and gracious as the search continues for their mother Nancy, or mother-in-law, and those possibly responsible for her disappearance in Arizona, southeastern Arizona, I hear. I've been there. Investigators combing through tens of thousands of tips, poring over evidence, analyzing DNA on a glove found near Guthrie's home, and investigating a backpack seen on the video of the suspect. There's this alien speculation. Former President Barack Obama said he's seen no evidence that aliens have made contact with Earth. This is almost boring. Do I want to skip this? I'll come back to it after I read about the hockey rink shooting. You heard about that hockey rink shooting? On Jesse Lee Peterson mentioned it in the first hour. We covered it. A shooting at a youth hockey game in Rhode Island Monday left at least 2 people dead, maybe more. 3 others injured, police said. I heard it was a murder-suicide per the report, right? Or that's what they're thinking. 2 teams of students from multiple schools played hockey at the area in Pawtucket, if I'm pronouncing it not right. Pardon me if I'm butchering it. A local official said, confirming all students involved in the game are safe. The suspected shooter, police say, took his own life after opening fire, appeared to target family members during the incident. It was a 56-year-old, I guess, transgender, allegedly. Appeared to target family members during the incident. Dramatic video from the packed facility showed people taking cover as at least a dozen shots were fired, they say. The incident marks the 41st so-called mass shooting in the United States this year, but who's counting? Other than the so-called gun violence archive, but there is no such thing as gun violence. It's people violence. Yes, it is with guns, but it's a mess. They want to take away our freedoms because other people are out of control. You want to hear about this alien speculation? All right. So Obama found himself in the spotlight, appearing to confirm the existence of aliens because he told extraterrestrials, he said, they're real. Extraterrestrials are real. Whatever. I don't know. I don't care. Obama's not even real. I'm James Hake. Now JLP. Hour 3.
have to stand up strong, face the truth about themselves, to understand what went wrong. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way to stand up, stand up, stand up.
Uniting the races with truth instead of dividing them with lies. We are also rebuilding the family by rebuilding the man. I am Jesse Lee Peterson. Good morning. A rainy night in L.A. I feel like it's raining all over the world. Raining, 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 all over this world. You can get involved by calling 888-7753-773, 888-77-JESSE, Jesse, Jesse. And my biblical question, a doozy, a mamma mia, a camotelli-boo. Why does violence happen? Why does violence happen? Why? I want to know. We have every way that you can watch and support the show listed on JesseLeePeterson.com/show, JesseLeePeterson.com/show. And if you're out and about and doing whatever it is you're doing, you can podcast the show. Don't worry. You still can listen live on your phone by calling the listen line on TalkStream Live at 605-615-4131, 605-615-4131. And to donate to have your comments read out loud, go to buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk, or Bond JLP Cash App. Bond JLP Cash App. It's Tuesday. And I love Tuesday. Not only because it's Tuesday, but it reminds me of the good old days when America was amazing and country music was the thing. It is Country and Western Tuesday. Bring back, oh, bring back my country to me. Bring back my country to what me. dog? Who let the dogs out? Amazing. Amazing. Country and Western Tuesday, a spiritual battle. Let me get to some of the calls. I've been waiting a while here. Let me go to Brian out of New Orleans. Brian, you are on the air.
Hey, what's up, Jeff? How you doing, dude?
All is well, Brian. How you?
I'm okay.
Nice.
Okay.
Right on.
I just wanted to ask you, why do you keep asking people, do they obey their wives, and why does he get married and stay so long? Why did you ask that question?
Repeat that, Brian.
Why did you ask that last caller about why he stayed married so long to that one wife, and does he obey him? Those are good. Those are gone and past.
Those are
we don't
gone
live
and
like
past.
That no more. Yeah, we don't live. People don't live like that no more.
And why not?
Because they are the past. They are destined to change. That's why not.
But it doesn't work. Why don't they go back to
what
doing
you mean
it?
It doesn't work?
Why don't they go back and do it the right way?
Hold on, wait. Just because your little situation didn't work back in your day doesn't mean you got to cash your thing on other people.
Did God create women to lead or to follow?
Oh Lord, here we go again. I don't know. You tell me.
You don't know?
I don't know.
Why you don't know?
Why you don't know? Why you asking me that?
Why you don't know if God created women to lead or to
Why
follow?
you asking me that? Why you asking me that?
And why you don't know, Brian?
Because I would think so. Because I was raised by my mom and daddy, and I think my mama did a huge major part of my upbringing along with my daddy.
Did she obey your father?
Did you obey your father?
No. Did your mother obey your father?
No. Did you obey your father?
Brian, are you going to answer that question?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You going to answer that question or not?
See you later, Brian. I appreciate it. 888-77-53773. Let me go to Jermaine out of Canada. Jermaine, you are on the air.
Hello?
Hey, Jermaine.
Let me get you off the Bluetooth real quick.
Hold on, Jermaine. We'll come right back to you. Let me know when he's ready, Derek. Let me go to Josh in the meantime. I'll come back to Jermaine. Don't ever be on the Bluetooth, folks, or speakers. Josh out of Oklahoma, you are on the air.
Hey, Jesse, how you doing, sir?
All is well.
Beautiful. I'd like to answer the biblical question, please.
Why does violence happen?
I would say, I think I'm quoting you here when I say you can either have anger, you can have understanding, and you can't have both. And so I believe it's just it's a lack of understanding, and also it would have to do with the ego.
Okay, so the lack of understanding and ego, you say?
Right, because you can, quoting you again, you can speak up and you can defend your physical self, but you don't have to get angry. And I think violence comes from that anger where, there's also a difference between murder and killing, right? I mean, there's passion and then there's what could be justified, but, that's an extreme. But violence is a very extreme thing.
Have you ever wondered before it became a biblical question, why does violence happen? And I noticed that it seems that we have more violence in the world than we ever had.
I have wondered before that, yes, sir. And I, being a violent person myself when I was younger, it came a lot from fear.
So when you were younger, you were violent, and it was out of
violence, yes, sir.
And it was out of fear?
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was always fear of an outcome that I couldn't control, and so I tried to control it physically.
That's amazing.
Yes, sir.
Are you over your... And thank you, by the way, for responding to the biblical question, and I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Are you over the fear now?
Not over, but I know how to deal with it when it comes.
Why not drop it and never have fear?
Why never have fear?
Why don't you drop fear so you can never have fear again?
I would say I don't necessarily have fear when I'm conscious, but when I go unconscious, I'll revert back to that. So I'd say, to answer your question, I'm just not able to stay present.
And why not?
Fear. I only feel fear about the outcomes for like my country or for my children, things like that I can't control really. So, it's just unconscious thought about, I need to do something, and maybe it's just past. It's just my false nature,
And so do you want fear?
Oh, no, sir.
So why don't you drop it and never have it again?
I think it's a deep thing, and maybe we don't have all the time to go over it, but I'd say that I'm still evil.
Have you forgiven?
I have, yes, sir.
You forgave your mother?
Actually, yes, sir. Yeah, I went to her and everything.
Oh, okay. Are you doing the silent prayer?
I do, yes, sir. And I do the hooping and hollering, but I like the silent one better.
And so why do you do the hooping and hollering? Since you know it doesn't work, it can't work.
Just covering my bases, I guess.
Okay. I understand. So do the hooping and hollering, but be still and know God. And eventually you would never do the hooping and hollering because you know it's a waste of time.
Right. I come back when I'm silent and present, being still in the know.
Right on. Well, stay with it, Josh. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. And I appreciate your response to the biblical question.
Yes, sir. I have one other thing. You had asked me to let you know how it went.
How?
So
when you went to your mother?
Oh, so this was like a year ago.
Okay.
You gave me some invaluable advice.
Okay.
I'm not going to ask you to remember. You know, you're black and you don't.
Never ask a black man if he remembers.
But you gave me some invaluable advice when I was going through a process with my wife. She had lied to some authorities and got me ejected out of my house. And so since then, it's been about a year. We're still married, but we're probably going to get divorced. I've been living separate from her since. But I'm way more present in my children's lives now. She told me the other day she's working on herself. I don't know what she means by she's working on herself. But, you know, I don't pay too much mind to that. I started dealing with her correctly, you know, just kind of letting her do what she does and do my best not to let that affect me to the best of my ability.
Right on.
Yeah, my children love me, and they kind of see that. I think they kind of resent her, and I'm gonna I have the same conversations with them. Like when they complain to me about their mother, I'm like, well, you got to forgive her. You know, she's doing the best she can.
Good, yeah. Have them to speak up, but don't be angry.
Right.
And
yes, sir.
That's good too. That you are there to help them with that and to protect them from the mother.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I definitely like when she's starting to even, you know, now that she sees the changes in me, I don't react to her. I stay calm with her and I stay present with her. And, you know, I'm super accountable about how I used to be. And I just say, well, you know, that was then, you know, this is now. And
that's right.
That's in the past. We can't change that, you know?
Yeah. That's amazing, man.
Yes, sir.
Well, Josh, if you stay with it and stay present, it can only get better. It cannot get worse. It will only get better if you just stay present. And you haven't seen anything yet.
I see the evidence of that.
I'm sorry?
Yeah, I see the evidence of that.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets better. And the reason for that is because the truth love you. And the truth have always been trying to bring you back to home to the truth. Out of the darkness. So just stay present, speak up, but don't resent, and it's only going to get better. Amazing.
Yes, sir. Amazing.
All right, man. Well, stay with it, Josh.
Thank you, sir. I will.
I appreciate the update.
Yes, sir. Thank you for helping me out, man. I listen to you all the time. I've called in, you know, I've talked to you 3-4 times. Well, 2 or 3 times and 1 time with Hake.
Okay.
But yeah, every time you've been a great guide, man. I appreciate you.
Right on. You stay with it.
Yes, sir. Love you.
Love you too, buddy. Bye now.
Bye-bye now.
Amazing. Let me try to. If you stay with it, folks, stay present. That's all you got to do. What the? You don't have to do anything, and there's nothing you can do for your own life. Isn't that amazing? You and I are not in control of anything. Either we're controlled by evil, and all people are controlled by evil until they start to overcome. And until they overcome, then you are controlled by good. And you have no idea what good is until you walk in it. Words cannot express what good is. But when you walk in it, you will know. You will see it. Let me go and try Jermaine, see if he's... Jermaine, out of Canada.
What the? Hey, Jesse, how are you?
Hey, Jermaine.
Yeah, sorry, I'm just at work, so I have the Bluetooth listening until
okay.
my time to
right
talk.
On.
But I'll make it short. You remember this guy? You did a video of him a while back ago. His name is Larry.
Never ask a black man if he remembers.
I know, so I'm going to remind you. I know you black.
You black.
But this guy, he was struggling with those sexual videos, right? And you did a cover story on him regarding his wife. And now he was on a live stream. So I wonder if you can cover this story. He was on a live stream with his now, I think it's the new girl, his new wife. She's 20 and he's like, I don't remember his age, but they're on a live stream and this other streamer wanted to talk to his wife. And it's like Will Smith 2.0. He slapped the guy in the face. So I wanted to see what you think about this, if you'd put in the package and react to it.
Give it to my producer, and I'll take a look at it. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, buddy.
Sounds good. All right. Bye.
Bye. Amazing. 888-77 Jesse. Jesse. I'm told, Jermaine, that we've already played it. My producer's telling me that right now. Oh. No, we haven't played it, Jermaine. Apparently, Derek just gave it to me, but we haven't played it yet. I want to see it first. Amazing. Let me go to Rick out of Virginia. Let's see here. Rick, you are on the air.
What's up, Jesse? Everybody in that mouth will listen to the Jesse Lee Peterson Show for knowledge today, brother.
Amazing.
What's going on, Jesse?
All is well, Rick.
Man, who started redrawing districts first? Wasn't it the Democrats that started it first?
Started what now?
Baldwin.
What was that?
Who started redrawing districts? Was it the Republicans who started it first, or the Democrats?
I don't know.
It was the Democrats.
Yeah, I don't know, Rick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I think it was the Democrats that started it, and then the Republicans sort of rebounded off of them. But how you feel about redrawing districts, Jesse?
That's a good question. I know that they do it because the politicians do it because they're trying to get as many votes as they can, and they want to. I guess the larger your district is, the more money you get, and so it seemed like an ego thing to me, and it probably shouldn't happen, Rick, but I don't know because I do know it's for power and money, that's for sure. But I never really, I don't really think about what I think about it at all. I just see politicians fighting one another, and they both sides are fighting for power.
Yep. Because I thought the Democrats started it in New York. They started redrawing districts in New York.
Yeah.
Then after New York, then Trump was telling the Republicans, y'all need to do the same thing because they doing it, which I understand. I understand why, because normally it's supposed to be done every census. Every census, that's when everybody gets their total count of how many representatives they should get. But the Democrats started it in New York, and then Trump told the Republicans, y'all need to do it, which I don't blame them. But it should be only done every 10 years when they, count the population. That's when it's supposed to be done. Now, matter of fact, we got a ballot coming up April 21st on that same thing. The Democrats want to redraw Virginia, before the census come up,
Oh, okay. Hake is telling me that the population and demographic changes, immigration and people moving so much because of immigration and people making babies or not. So they try to update it because of the changes that are always happening.
Well, you know what, too, and that's another thing.
According
and that's
to the
why,
line of the people.
And to my understanding, I just saw that the House just passed a SAFE Act, which is probably the greatest thing in the world, common sense. Because, like I said, Democrats wants to count everybody and every animal and every stone in the grass, anything to win. And instead of just having people with IDs come vote and make it a fair, genuine election.
Amazing.
You know. Oh, the guest you had on there, Carlos Jordan, that was a pretty good interview, Jess. I enjoyed that interview.
Yeah, it was fun talking to Jordan.
Good interview.
Carlos.
Jordan Carlos. Yep. Yeah. Good interview, man.
Thank you.
But I think Charlamagne the God pushes. I think he was sponsoring this book.
Yeah,
and
he said that.
Charlamagne. He's one of them plant-based part of the Iron Triangle. Keep blacks mad and they can't make nothing, but yet they make millions.
Amazing.
You know, Jesse, what makes people...
Let me ask you this because of time.
Shoot.
Are you working on yourself?
Yes, I am. Every day, Jesse. You know, I'm going to tell you this. When I work on myself, it keeps me from looking at other people's flaws, if you will.
Yeah,
what I mean by
absolutely.
that, even on your best day, you still miss the mark by a lot. That's why we know how God said there's not one good person, not one. Your best day is far off. So if people would bring themselves, work on themselves, drop their anger, and get close to God, you would even have time to look at other people's flaws. You really would.
Right.
But now, don't get me wrong. If somebody do something evil, I'll call it out. I don't know why you did it, but I'll call it out and try and help you, help you be accountable. But other than that.
But you can't help anyone to be accountable.
Well, that's true, too. Absolutely. They got to want to be accountable. But I will call evil out, I think, when you work on yourself, that don't mean you can't call evil what it is. You know what I'm saying, Jesse?
I do. Rick, I got to run. I appreciate your call. Thank you, man.
One last thing. Can I say one last thing real quick, Jesse, if I can?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and, Charlamagne, and they just, to me, they make money by keeping blacks as victims. They can't do nothing. Anything they do is systematic laws. And the funny thing about it, blacks vote for the Democrats so hard, man. So they enforce them laws. So they vote for the laws that they're complaining about.
Yeah, that's why we try That's why we try to wake them up to become individual thinkers again. Yeah. Think for themselves the way it used to be in the good old days. Thank you, Rick.
Wake up out that diabetic coma.
That's right. That's right.
Love y'all. Be blessed. Be blessed, Jim. Love you guys.
All right. You too, buddy. Thank you. Super chat.
Super chats.
Eric 5 Coffee saying women are emotionally abusive. Covert communication is hate. His wife wasn't telling jokes. I guess this is for the guests. That's contempt. She's an emotional terrorist, and he's acting out of fear. Yes, sir. Or yes, ma'am.
That was for the guests, you said?
Yeah.
Oh, amazing. Thank
I
you.
hadn't caught it. Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, thank you, Eric.
Victor and Haley say, we love you, JLP.
And I love you back. Thank you. Amazing. Stay with us, stay with us, stay with it.
The real Jarrell. Why do we have two so-called civil rights bills, 1866 and 1964?
They need to get rid of the so-called civil rights bill because it's an illusion. It's not even real. No such thing as civil rights. What the? Thank you. Amazing.
Anthony L. with a yellow dog sticker.
Ain't nothing like a yellow dog sticker. Thank you.
Very nice.
Yeah.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that's all for now.
Amazing. Thank you. 888-7753-773. I appreciate your support. Thank you all very much. We got a lot of work to do. Let me go to Jesse. I wish I had a girl like Jesse's girl. How can I find me a woman like that? Jesse, you are on the air.
Hello.
Hey, Jesse.
Can you hear me?
No.
Wait, now?
No.
Now?
No.
Come, get off your speakerphone. Wait, can you hear me, though?
Yes, I can.
All right.
Yes. What the? Get off your speakerphone, Jesse. Amazing. 888-7753-773. He hung up or the phone dropped?
Dropped. I think it just dropped.
It dropped.
But he could have hung up. Who knows?
Okay. Call back, Jesse. I don't know what happened. Maybe he thought I could hear him. You think? Maybe. Huh? Maybe. So, some of you may have heard that Jesse Jackson expired. And Jackson, may his soul rest in peace, by the way, but he was a part of a movement that was not only bad for America, but bad for black people, especially. And maybe for white people, because it made white people become afraid. The so-called civil rights movement, which was the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks, other than abortion itself. And so, I guess, are there still people living from that so-called civil rights movement, those old people? And I think a number of them have expired. But it was not good for America, folks. And the blacks have, and not all, but most have not returned to being independent thinking people since that happened to them. I personally believe, other than the negative effect that mothers have on children, all mothers have on children, boys and girls, I think that the civil rights movement caused more damage because at least, well, I guess you can overcome the civil rights movement too if you drop the anger, but at least with the mother trauma, if you want to overcome, you can. But I don't know what's going to happen with the blacks, because I'm always asking now, well, ask, what do you think going to happen with the blacks? Do you think they will ever overcome? And the reason I'm not sure is because these kids, these black children, along with white children, have been taught in the schools that the civil rights movement was a good thing, and that white people owe you something, and they've been told now that there's white privilege and all that mess, and the kids believe it. And so that's going to keep the resentment, the anger, the judgment going. And I just don't know if there will ever be a complete recovery from that. I don't know. We'll see. And some will, because there are people who are overcoming it. There are people who are overcoming it, but most won't. Why do violence happen? I don't know if you've seen this or not, but there's this from KBTX, a cancer female has been sentenced, and I'll do this when I come back. The treasure chest is now open on D-Line and stretch off on peels.net. When I come back, folks, to your calls and your super chats, back in a moment. We have a counseling service, and I have to admit, thanks to God, it is the best counseling service on this side of heaven. I counsel with men and women, families, individuals around the world. Most people are unhappy, they're miserable, they have rough lives, they're depressed, suicidal, young and old, of all races. I understand, I know why, and I do understand it. Because exactly what's happening in me is happening with everybody outside of me, inside of them. And I've noticed that with those who really, really, really want to understand, they will become it just like that, out of one counseling session. If you need counseling, you can go to rebuildingtheman.com or call 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Best counseling service on this side of heaven. Okay, welcome back. 888-7753. 773-888-77 Jesse. Couple of quick announcements. The Hake report is coming up. The Hake, Hake report.com from 9 to 11 a.m. Pacific time. You don't want to miss it. And after that, the American Anchor Baby. Energy given to him by God from 11 to 1 p.m. Pacific time. And you don't want to miss it. Believe me, the American Anchor Baby. And don't forget to like the videos here. Support us on social media. And thank you for your financial support in helping us to get this done. A lot of you are starting to help. You're like, oh, man, I'm sorry, I forgot. But thank you. We got a lot of work to do, all right? So go to rebuildingtheman.com, rebuildingtheman.com/donate, or you can mail it in, make your check or money order out to Bond, B-O-N-D, and send it to P.O. Box 35090, L.A., California, 90035. That's P.O. Box 35090, L.A., California, 90035. Or you can call Bond and make a donation there. 800-411-2663. 800-411-BOND. Or you can go to rebuildingtheman.com/donate. rebuildingtheman.com/donate. Or you should scan the QR code to support Bond. There's so many ways. Or you can do it all everywhere on the chart. It's a 501c3 nonprofit. So thank you. I do appreciate it. And so don't forget the latest form, because we've been getting like tons of calls. Is the meeting this Thursday for the ladies? Yes. This Thursday at 7 p.m. It is the third Thursday. So, Jesse Jackson expired, according to the report. And he is, according to the report, he expired at age 84. 84. And this is from today. Jesse Jackson expired. Watch this from today.
Legendary civil rights leader, Reverend Jesse Jackson, dying at the age of 84.
I'm human. I am God's child.
After decades in the public eye, watching a country change as much as he did, Jackson, born in 1941 in Greenville, South Carolina, was a young protege of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., his life changing when King was gunned down in Memphis. Jackson literally, there by his side. It fell to Jesse Jackson and a small group of others to help keep the civil rights movement alive. The Baptist preacher known for stirring speeches.
Repeat this. I am somebody.
Becoming a voice of the people.
Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
Jackson made Chicago his base of operation, starting what became the Rainbow Push Coalition, urging companies and politicians to improve opportunities for minorities.
And he also ran for, or he launched a bid for president back in 1984. Watch this.
And he had his own political ambitions, launching a bid for president in 1984. The campaign marking the first time a national party had a major African-American contender. But the campaign was derailed when Jackson admitted using an anti-Semitic slur in a private conversation.
However innocent and unintended, it was insensitive.
He didn't win the nomination, but came closer after another run in 1988. 20 years later, a visibly emotional Jackson witnessing America elect its first black president, Barack Obama. And in 2024, he was honored at the Democratic National Convention. Applause for a civil rights icon who dedicated his life to keeping hope alive.
Amazing. What a mess. I write about Jackson in my book, one of them. A scam. Oh, yeah, a scam. I don't remember now. It's scam, how the black leadership exploits black America. And then, so I write about how it was reported that, yes, he was on the balcony with King when King was, quote unquote, assassinated, but King did not die in his arms. And he was saying that King, I believe King, he said King died in his arm or something like that, but it wasn't true. And I do know it's been reported that King did not get along with Jackson that well, that he threw him out of the organization a couple of times because Jackson had his own agenda and it didn't match with King's agenda, according to a report. You can read about it in Scam, how the black leadership exploits black America. Go to rebuildingtheman.com/stores, rebuildingtheman.com/stores. And I do know that I had a run-in with Jackson. I ended up suing him because he attacked me with going off, and then his son physically attacked me at a meeting in L.A. So, but may his soul rest in peace. Let the dead bury the dead, I say. May his soul rest in peace. Amazing, huh? 888-77 Jesse. Let the dead bury the dead, because we all know, other than abortion, the civil rights movement, so-called civil rights movement, was the worst thing that ever happened to the blacks. Amazing. Let me try Jesse again. Jesse, out of California, you're on the air.
I just heard the news. Yeah, Jesse Jackson expired.
Yes. Yeah, Jesse Jackson expired.
So how do you feel about it? Do you have any emotions?
No, I feel nothing about it.
Like, I don't care one iota about that man.
No, I mean, may his soul rest in peace, but I feel nothing about it. I remember Jackson, when the fallen Messiah ran for president, Jackson was quoted as saying on a hot mic, Jackson was saying something like, what did he say? Let me see here. He said he wanted to cut, according to the story, on a hot mic, Jackson said he wanted to cut Obama's private part off because Obama talked down to the black people. According to the story, they heard that on the mic. But Jesse, you want to respond to the biblical question?
Yeah.
Why does violence happened?
Because the liberals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
they hoop and holler all the time.
Amazing. Well, thank you for responding, Jesse, and I'll put my 2 cents in on Sunday. Thank you, man.
All right, I'll put my 2 cents.
All right, buddy.
I'm gonna go to your church service.
Oh, okay. Amazing. Thank you. And fellowship is at 11 a.m., folks. All are welcome on Sunday mornings. Doors open at 10:30. Go to rebuildingtheman.com. rebuildingtheman.com/church. rebuildingtheman.com/church. But this is a story I want to give you really fast here before I go back to your super chats and phone calls. There was this quote-unquote astronaut, female. A female astronaut was falsely accused. A female astronaut falsely accused her ex of hacking her bank account. This is from KBTX. A cancer female has been sentenced to federal prison after making false claim that astronaut legally accessed her bank account. Watch this from KHOU 11. And today, watch this.
A dispute that began at home, now reaching as far as outer space. A lead astronaut, Anne McClain, is accused by her ex-spouse of violating her privacy from space. The accusation comes from a bitter divorce and custody battle. Estranged wife, Summer Warden, says McClain used a computer on the International Space Station to access her bank account.
I was shocked and appalled at kind of the audacity of her to think that she could get away with that.
A woman who accused her astronaut ex-wife of a crime in space now admits she made it up. Federal prosecutors say Summer Warden pleaded guilty to lying about NASA astronaut Annie McClain and hacking her bank account from the International Space Station. Now, you may recall in August of 2019 those images from space and the first ever criminal claim against someone in orbit. Investigators later found Warden had given McClain access to that account years earlier. Warden is back in court for sentencing in February and could face prison time.
It's amazing they let it roll off the tongue at her wife. Like it's real. That's not a wife. A her can't have a wife and a he can't have a husband. What the? But this is hell on earth inside of human beings. Inside of human beings. And women always accusing people. What the? Always. 888-7753-773. Let me go to Adam out of North Carolina. Adam, you are on the air.
Jesse, how you doing?
All is well.
The greatest black man after Jesus.
Amazing.
Hey, Jesse, I got a question.
Okay.
Do you know that channel Get a Job that plays a lot of your clips?
Yes.
Do you know
Get a Job is amazing.
Yeah, it is. Do you know who runs it?
No, I haven't. A guy named Get a Job.
You sure it's not Hake or the Anchor Baby?
No, Get a Job been around for a while, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. I was just wondering who runs it. That's it.
Yeah, right on. Thank you, Adam.
Yeah. All right, no problem.
All right, buddy. No, I don't know who run it. Get a Job still doing his thing, right? Hey.
I haven't seen anything from him for a little while.
Yeah. Well, he whomever he is, Adam wanted to know who was it. Right, we don't dox. Plus, I don't know anyway. I've never met Get a Job that I'm aware. If I met him, I didn't know I was meeting him. But I do appreciate his support, that's for sure. He does amazing work. Super chat.
Super chats.
Jim in Alaska says it's National Sandwich Day. National Sandwich Day is observed annually on November 3rd.
That's amazing. But today is in February.
February 17th.
How is it National Sandwich Day today, Jim, if it's a February? It's amazing, too, how many days they celebrate everything but White History Month.
Yeah.
They celebrate everything. We have to do White History Month in July and get ready for White History Month, folks, because July just feels white. So get your T-shirts and everything. Get ready. Don't wait until July because you say, oh, I didn't get my shirt in time or they ran out or something. July is White History Month, so get ready. It is coming fast. Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it.
Shout out to Bill West, Games for Rec, Kid Combo 1, Cactus Eater Bear, and the rest of the supporters over there on the D-Live crew. Thank y'all.
Amazing. Thank you.
And shout out to the Rumble supporters, the monthly supporters.
You gotta know how to rumble. Shout out to the Rumble crew.
Jules Verne, Slave to Him, Old Saucy, Brandon B, Ybor City Fred, and the rest of y'all.
Thank y'all very much.
And shout out to Balls City, Mrs. Adventure, and Pastor Chatelet, Judy the Lady Pug, and the rest of the Pilled.net crew. Very nice.
Amazing. Thank y'all.
And, of course, thank you to the YouTube supporters on Jesse Lee Peterson, Bond, Rebuilding the Man, and the Fallen State TV YouTube channels. You know who you are.
Amazing.
And thank you, guys. I do believe that's all for now.
Amazing. 888-775-3773. Hey, before I go back to the phones here, what you want to you're an expert on the Jesse Lee Peterson show.
I am.
Why does violence happen?
People believe the crazy thoughts in their head and just go with it like a snap thing. Similar to all other evil that happens.
Interesting. I want to respond, Hake, but I can't. Have you ever thought of that or wondered that before it became a biblical question?
Not explicitly, although I had considered, how people fall to like murder, committing murder.
Yeah.
And some people are more prone to getting into fights, which is different, but similar. And stuff along those lines.
It's amazing, too, how much violence is out there now.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear it all the time now.
Yep. My conspiracy theory, if you will, about why they pushed the gay thing and emotional men thing on us is that they thought, because the violence was so crazy in the crack epidemic of the 80s and early 90s,
right,
that, we have a man problem. Men are too manly and fighting too much and killing too much. So let's turn them into women and see if that fixes it. And murders have gone down, but a lot of that is partly, I think, because the ability to keep people alive has gone up, has increased a lot, and then other things too.
And what is the evidence that murder gone down?
Well, I don't know, because I'm not even sure that that's true, but I think it might be true, but I'm not sure.
When I know in California, and then I'll get to y'all, but I know in California they're trying to say that the crime rate gone down somewhat.
Yeah.
But
we did have the 3 strikes laws that put a lot of people in jail.
That helped.
Yeah.
We need to bring that back.
Yeah.
But I don't see any sign in California, or especially Los Angeles, that the crime have gone down.
Remember Rudy Giuliani brought crime down in New York City, and I think that he actually did.
Right, he did that in New York, but I can't see, what's that female name that's the mayor?
Karen Bass.
I can't see Karen Bass or Gavin Newsom doing anything to bring crime down at all.
Mike gave me a super chat on my show for my show coming up. He says in 1990, the black population down in Compton, California, was over 50%, 52 to 57%. The census from 2020 estimates they were around 24%. The city is now 70% Hispanic.
Yeah.
So if crime went down in Compton, it could be because the black population moved back to the South.
I see.
Because they were forced out by the Hispanics.
I noticed.
The gangs.
I remember when I first moved to L.A. in 1968, I used to spend a lot of time over in Compton because I had friends over there and things like that. And I worked over there at one time in Watts.
Wow.
And it was nice then.
Was that before or after the Watts riots?
It was before, because I ain't go over there afterward. It was before the riot. And things were nice, but you're right. A lot of the blacks left from over there because when the Mexicans started moving in, they started fighting one another.
I mean, it's documented that the Mexican mafia or somebody put out a hit.
Yeah.
Just randomly attack any black person.
What a mess. 888-7753. 773. Thanks for responding to the biblical question, Hake.
You're welcome.
Let me go quickly to the busy phone. Let me go to first-time caller out of Missouri. Clint, out of Missouri. Clint, you are on the air.
Awesome. Just honor to speak to you, Jesse. I just want to let you know how much my wife and I enjoy your show and say what I admire most about you, and I wish I had this quality myself, is when you have a guest on, it doesn't matter how mad they get at you, you just simply smile at them and say amazing. I've never seen you lose your cool once, and I admire that.
Right on. Well, I appreciate it, and thank you, guys, for listening to the show. But you can have it, perfect peace like that, if you just drop the anger.
Oh, yeah, that's a problem.
Why don't you drop it, Clint?
I will try.
No,
don't know if I'm wired that way, but I will try.
You are wired that way. You were not created, and I promise you this, you were not created to be angry.
Well, I believe that, but I don't know. You say I have those qualities. I don't know if I do or not.
No, they are in you. But you have to live from within. And do you want to drop the anger?
Well, I don't know, because I believe there's a time for anger.
And why do you believe that?
Because I believe, at a certain point in everybody's life, they've got to stand up for something. Not saying you don't. I know you do. But I just think there's a time in everybody's life where you got to have that fight within you. I feel like if you give up that fight, you lose.
But God said to give up the fight.
Well,
and he said that, hey, give up the fight. I will fight your battle for you. So will he want us to give it up if we should be having it?
Well, I'm not saying you're wrong. I do believe you. But and it would definitely be easier that way.
Yeah.
But I just feel like sometimes a man's got to fight. And I've been in very few fights, but I just admire you for your ability to keep your cool.
Oh, amazing. Well, I appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. You and your wife. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right. Right now. Super. Super chats.
Over on YouTube, Brian R. answering the biblical question, why does violence happen?
Yes.
Defend the fragile ego and inflated self-worth.
Amazing. Thank you.
Being enlightened till I rise on buymeacoffee.com/JLP Talk. 5 coffees. Morning, gentlemen. Wishing you all well. Biblical question answer.
Why does violence happen?
It seems to me that violence is perpetuated by people believing their thoughts so much that they go blind and are taken over by the anger within them.
Amazing. Thank you
for
responding. That's amazing.
The cool thing about buymeacoffee.com is you can support even overnight, even when we're not live.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Absolutely. Thank you all.
/JLP Talk.
Thank you.
And thank you guys. I do believe that's all for now.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I got to go now and do 3 more hours of talking. I'm taping 3 brand new episodes of the FallenState.tv right now, well, about an hour from now. Isn't that amazing? Listen, folks, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Stay present. Stay present and catch the first thought. Don't go to the second one. Because this year, you're going to rise, you're going to leave the bottom of the building, the basement, you're going to leave the first floor. You're going all the way up, at least to the 30th floor this year. And you can do it. It can be done. As a matter of fact, if you wanted to, you can go right to the 100th floor, right on top, because 99.5 won't do. You got to do 100. So stay with it. Do the silent prayer. RebuildingTheMan.com/silent prayer. Hake is coming up now, the Hake Report, and then the American Anchor Baby. And tomorrow is Black Excellence and Manhood Hour. Take care, folks. Thank you for your support. Stay with it, men and women. Be free. Don't be in prison. Take care.
Put your hand up and hut. Cause if we don't, then we lose, and then we gotta hear the fake news. Whoa. You must know that so you get something went wrong, but face the truth about yourself and just seek first God's kingdom, cause so you get something went wrong, but face the truth about yourself and just seek first God's kingdom, cause I know we can find a way. I know we can find a way.
The views, information, thoughts, and opinions expressed during this show are the individual's own and do not represent the views, thoughts, and opinions of the JLP Network or Bond. Their appearance on the program does not imply an endorsement of them or any entity they represent. The material and information presented here is for general information purposes only. The JLP Network and Bond name and all forms and abbreviations are the property of its owner, and its use does not imply endorsement of or opposition to any specific organization, product, or service.
Now, I totally disagree with the way things are going, but you can't be angry. Because that's what the enemy wants. He wants to control you. They do things to make you mad so they can control you. It's like being married. And the wife would do things to make you mad, or she'll do things to make you feel good. And men do that to women too when they want something from the woman, especially sex. They'll make her feel good, or they'll make her angry. And the woman's gonna have to say, you don't want to be angry. You want to speak up. You want to disagree with what's going on. It's wrong, but do not be angry. Then you won't have fear. You won't have doubt. You won't have worries. You'll be able to see, but you got to stay away from anger. That's why you must forgive your mothers and your fathers so that you can overcome the spirit of anger. It's a spirit and it's wicked. Nothing good in anger because it has no love, folks. You need love to defeat evil. And love is not a weakness. It's a strength. It's from God. It's His nature.